What's going on, everybody? DiGi Valentine here right about now, back once again, not with the Renegade Master, but another off-the-cuff story for you funky people. This one's a little SEGA related story again, since the last SEGA related story seemed to go down well with you lot. So got another one. It's not as peak. We don't have 150 10-year-olds dressed as Mario in this one, but there is some stuff that happens in this that I thought was a bit unique to me. It's something that I would get myself wrapped up in, so I'm going to share it with you lot. As always, before we begin this episode, I want to send a massive shout out to Silent Tandem for supporting me on Patreon. Thank you so much for sticking around and backing me with this. It's hugely appreciated. Thank you so much. And if you also want to help a brother out, please check the links to my Patreon page in the video description. All support is appreciated. Safe. Alright, so I'm not even going to waste any time. I'm not going to waste any time. We're just going to get right into it now. Okay? Listen up. Listen good. Here's a story I'm about to tell. Here's a true story about this one time SEGA took me to a theme park and a bunch of stuff happened, including me pissing off the community manager at one point and getting a bit of a scolding. True story. Alright, so context for this story. We've got to take it back again. We're taking it back to around 2010, so almost 10 years ago now. God damn. Around February 2010, SEGA were gearing up to release Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing. You remember that game? That fun little kart racing game? They were releasing the first one back in about 2010 February time. And they were going to do some promotional events for the game in the run-up to its release. And one thing they were doing at that precise point in time was they were also teaming up with a UK theme park to do some cross-promotion with them. The theme park was Alton Towers, and one of the rides at Alton Towers was going to be rebranded to be a Sonic-themed roller coaster. So they were doing that in cross-promotion with SEGA, and they were also going to make a room in their in-park hotel, a Sonic-themed room, which was pretty damn cool at the time. It was before Sonic 4 came out. You remember Sonic 4? Yeah? This was before Sonic 4 came out. And it was the first time we had seen anything of Sonic 4, and it was like all over the walls. But anyway, yeah, I'll show some photographs. You got a Sonic 4 hotel room. That's peak already, but still, hindsight is a funny thing. Looking back on it now, I was gassed when I saw the room. I was like, yo, oh my god, this is amazing. Looking back on it now, I'm like, yeah, it's Sonic 4, innit? But anyway, okay, so this is what's happening, yeah? They're going to cross-promote with Alton Towers, and then they're going to show off the roller coaster, they're going to show off the hotel room, and then while that event is happening, they're also going to show off the new racing game that Sumo Digital were developing for SEGA. And our boy at the time, Kevin Eva, the community manager at SEGA at the time for SEGA Europe, he was hollering at all the Sonic communities, the SEGA fan communities, and naturally he hollered at me and Trippy because we were running the Knights community. And he was like, okay, so we're doing this event, we're going to play some Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing, and we want you to come down with us to Alton Towers, have a nice day, and you know, just have a good time, promote the event. And I was like, oh yeah, sick, I'm totally down for that, I can't wait, because I was super hyped for All-Stars Racing. But there's one thing you got to know about me, okay? I love classic Sega nostalgia IPs, and I also love, you know, arcade style kart racing games, yeah? So when they announced this game was happening, I was super hyped for it. So any promotion that involved, you know, Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing, I wanted to be there for. So if they're doing this at Alton Towers, trust me, bruv, I'm gonna be there. So I was like, yeah, I said to Kevin, I go, yeah, I'm down for this, bruv, I'm gonna be there. And the thing is, at the time, obviously, Sumo Digital, as I said, were developing the game. And I presumed they were going to be coming along to the event because, you know, it's their game. They're, you know, the developers. You'd think they want to be part of the promotion, right? And thing about me at that point in time was I actually had a couple of friends inside Sumo Digital. So I was talking to members of the dev team at that point. And I get word back from one of them, yeah? Saying to me, because I'm thinking to myself, yo, I'm gonna go and hang out with Sumo Digital. I'm gonna play their game. We're gonna have a good time. I hear back from one of my people inside Sumo Digital. And they go to me, oh, we haven't been invited. And right, okay, you gotta understand, I was a younger guy back then. I would kick off. I would kick off pretty quickly. I was ready to get militant. So I got told that you know, they're not coming. And I was like, right, I'm not having this. So like a dickhead, like an absolute fucking chump, I go online and I'm ranting about this. Like I'm not even giving a shit about fucking NDAs or nothing. We didn't even get NDAs, man. We were a fan community. I'm out there going, what the fuck? Why isn't Sumo Digital coming to Alton Towers with us? What is this bullshit? I'm getting like, I'm talking like a fucking idiot, bruv. I'm an idiot. I'm just proper mouthing off online about this. And naturally, Kevin Eva, the SEGA community manager at the time, our boy inside SEGA, he's seeing me kick off. And he's thinking something. He's thinking, I need to nip this in the bud or this is going to be very, very, very bad for the promotion. So he sends me a DM and he goes, do you want to calm down? He goes, do you want to calm down maybe? Do you know, this is not a good look for you, sir. The thing is, okay, right, at the time, you know, I'm making it sound like sinister. It's not, it's all blessed. It was all jokes the whole way through, but, okay, for about 3 hours on that particular day, I probably gave Kevin a bit of a hard time. You had a young DiGi Valentine kicking off about some bullshit. It's just like, oh, I've got to deal with this prat now. But anyway, so that happened online, like 2 nights before the event or whatever it was. I can't remember. It was just before the event was happening. Day of the event comes round. We take the bus to the theme park. We all meet outside one train station in central London. I can't remember where it was. But, you know, the Sonic communities are all there. You know, me and Trippy are there. Some of the newspapers and shit are all there. We get on the bus, we travel a couple of hours, we get to Alton Towers and we step off the bus. And I'm thinking to myself, yeah, you know, I'm still hyped. I'm a bit disappointed that Sumo Digital weren't going to be there. I remember feeling like, ah, man, they got shortchanged, man. I wanted to hang with them. As we're getting off the bus, right, Kevin Eva pulls me to one side. And he's a tall guy compared to me. Like I'm a shorty. I'm like what, 5'5" something. He's a tall guy compared to me. And he pulls me to one side and he looks down at me like when a father looks down at their son, yeah. And he's looking at me like, right. He's looking at me like, right. I need to know beforehand if we're gonna have a nice day or if I'm gonna have to keep my eye on you. And I'm just like, no, it's going to be fine. I'm going to be good. I'm going to be on my best behavior. Someone took a photograph of this conversation. Like, I think it was like someone from SEGA Nerds back then. Yeah. There's a photograph, literal photograph of Kevin talking to me about my behavior. Right? And I'm just looking like, oh man, I feel raw. I look like a dickhead as well. I've got this green puffer Celtics jacket on. I'm looking like some fucking rude boy and I'm getting told off by the SEGA community manager. And I'm like, oh shit. But the thing is, like, all seriousness aside, it was all jokes. Like, we were laughing about it the entire time. I was just like, don't worry, Kev, I'll be fine. Don't worry. But, you know, he had to just double check because this is a press event. It's a promotional event. And the last thing you want is some North London rude boy swearing all over the place about Sumo Digital not being invited. But anyway, so that happened. Drama averted. We're all fine. It's all good. Let's get on with the event. So we're in the queue for the ride now. The ride was like this roller coaster. And what the roller coaster does is it's sort of the seats on it are positioned on like a sort of turntable kind of thing. So when the roller coaster is going around, you're spinning around in a circle as you go along the tracks. What was it called? The Sonic Spinball Whizzer? The Whizzer, bro. Sonic Spinball Whizzer. I don't know. I'm not sure about the naming title for that. Like Whizzer? I don't know. But anyway. So Sonic Spinball thing. Okay? They called it the Spinball something. And, you know, we were queuing up for that now. We're waiting to go on this ride. They opened the event. They opened the ride. You know, everyone enjoy yourselves. We're in the queue. We're waiting to get on the roller coaster. And, while we're in the queue for the roller coaster, they've got these crane machines. You know, the UFO machines where you've got the toys inside and you've got to use the crane to grab the toys. They've got like 3 of these sitting on the side. And they're full up with Sonic plushies. Like, you've got Shadow and Amy and Tails and the whole fucking lot of them are in there. Like Knuckles and that, yeah? And they've got like 3 of them just positioned on the side. So like people in the queue have, you know, can just have a quick go on the machine. And I was like, alright then, yeah, I'll have a go. So I put in £1. And, you know, I'm trying to grab, like, a Knuckles plushie or something. And I'm failing. And it hit 0. I was like, oh, shit. Oh well, I haven't got any more money on me now, enough. But then I clocked that the crane could still move. And I was like, hey, hang on a second. So I pressed the button and I was still able to move the crane and I was still picking up toys. I was like, alright, okay, let me try one more time. And the number, the amount of tries, the amount of goals I had left still said 0, right? It still said 0, but I was still able to move the crane. And I'm like, oh shit, have the theme park accidentally left this toy machine on free play mode? So I tried it again. I pressed the button. It still said 0. No more tries remaining, but I still pressed the button. And the crane still moved. And I was like, oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Right? And I was just playing like completely. Fuck the queue. Fuck the roller coaster. I'm here now. I'm here. I'm on this. Right? I'm pressing the buttons. I'm trying to get all these things. And people start clocking that I've got sort of like unlimited goals on this fucking crane machine. Right? And they start sort of gathering around me, and another fucking photograph gets taken of me ransacking this fucking plushie machine. Like, I'm just going in, like, I'm just taking all these plushies. And some guy next to me, yeah, he clocks what I'm doing. He realized that I haven't been putting money in, and he's looking, he goes, hey, is this on free to play? And I just looked at him like, shut up, bro. What are you fucking being bait for? You're gonna get them fucking guys come over here and shut down the whole thing. Shut your gums. And it's just like, okay, so anyway, you know, it was getting a bit obvious that we were ransacking the machine. So I was just like, listen, let me just grab 2 more. I think I got like some shadows, knuckles, tails and stuff like that. I grabbed a bundle of them. I'm just like, all right, we're out, peace out, let's get out of here before we get clocked. So yeah, we made a killing on the crane machines. Alton Towers fucked up that day. One of your boys slipped up with that. You put Sonic fans in front of a crane machine that has Sonic plushies in it, and then you've left free to play mode on. You slipped up. You're getting sacked, bro. You're finished. Your career's gone at Alton Towers. You're done. We done that, and we made a killing that day. I ransacked the fucking machine. Brilliant. Anyway, so now the roller coaster, yeah. Finally, we get to the roller coaster. Now, you need to know something else about me, okay? I'm not good with roller coasters. Like, they shit me up. I'm serious. I get really, really out of it. Like, even on the tamest roller coasters, I can feel my stomach just eat itself. Like, it just eats itself. I lose myself on a roller coaster. So this one, okay, it's not just your standard roller coaster that goes up on a crazy dip and it goes round on the side and all this shit. No, it doesn't just do that. As I mentioned before, the fucking seats spin around as well. So as you're going along the tracks, you're getting spun. I'm not good with a standard roller coaster, so they're gonna put me on this one, yeah? And I'm like, oh, fuck it, let's just do it. Like, Trippy, she loves roller coasters. She loves all the thrills and that, yeah? She's about it, okay? I'm not. Okay, so we're queuing up and I'm like, oh, I don't want to do this. She's like, oh, come on. It'll be fine. You'll be fine. I was like, oh, all right. For the promotion, for SEGA, let's do this shit. For SEGA, let's go. And we get on the ride and it starts off okay. Like, the seats ain't moving too much, you know, it's just going along. But as it starts hitting the curves and as it starts going up on the fucking steep slopes and then comes back down, the chairs are rotating now 360 every time we're going on a fucking curve. And I don't know where I am anymore. I'm gone, right? I don't know where I'm looking. Everything's muddy, everything's fuzzy. And on top of that, let me tell you something, yeah? When man's seriously scared, I will bitch scream my fucking lungs out, and I was doing that the whole way. Like, even on the smallest dip, like even on the first one that gets you going, yeah, the first dip, I started screaming then, and I'm sure they all heard me. Everyone's standing out there, all the press, everyone must have heard me. They could have heard me back down in London. I was screaming that much, okay? I got off the ride, and I'm like, I'm not doing that again. And then Trippy goes, no, we're going again. So we went a second time. We went a second time because I think we wanted to get a photograph taken. So here we go. I'm a good sport. Go on the ride again like a dickhead. We get on the ride again. I shouldn't have gone on the second time. The first time was enough, okay? Because when I got off the second time, again, I bitch screamed. I screamed my lungs out. I was gone. Like, I came out with a sore throat, okay? Got off the second time and I just felt the world give way underneath my feet. I was like, oh, I really don't feel good. Something's shifting. Something's going on in my soul right now, and it doesn't feel good. And I'm just like, oh, this isn't gonna go well. Because the thing about me is, I get crazy headaches, and sometimes it doesn't take a lot to just kick it off. And if you're throwing my ass on a roller coaster, it's going to kick off. And I went on it twice, like a dickhead. And I was like, I don't have any medication on me. I didn't bring any tablets with me, and I can feel my head start to sort of split down the middle. And we had the whole day left, and we were staying there overnight as well. So we were staying at the hotel overnight as well. And I was like, oh god, oh god, oh god. And we've got to go on a few other rides. We had to go on this one ride where it was like the whole roof was spinning over your head, and it made me feel sick. And I was like, oh god, please make it stop. And then there was this other ride, okay? There was another ride after. It was like this haunted house. This fucking ride. There was this haunted house ride where you're in it's a slow moving roller coaster car on like some steady tracks. There's no dips, there's no dives, nothing. It's just you're going around this haunted house in a cart, and you're given these light guns, and you're supposed to shoot all the ghosts and monsters that you see, yeah? And we're going around this thing slow as fuck. It was me, Trippy, Kevin Eva, the community manager, and Vija from back in the day. Vija. But anyway, it was us in a little cart. And we're going around this haunted house, and these monsters and zombies are jumping out at us, and we've got to shoot them. Alright? And the strobe lights and the flashing lights and the loud noises and the fucking jump scares. I'm not hanging in there. I'm dying slowly. I died the second I got off the second time on that roller coaster, and I've still got the whole day left to go around the theme park. And I'm on this ride now where I've got to shoot shit. I just want to shoot myself, bro. I can't take me out of my misery. I can't do this. And just my gun. This is another thing as well. My light gun, yeah, was broken. The trigger wouldn't pull properly. It was stiff as fuck. It's like someone stuck some shit in there, and it wouldn't click back. All right. And we're coming to the end of the ride, and most of the rides they take photos of you, don't they? Well, obviously this is a haunted house, and it tries to scare you with the photograph. Okay, so it's coming to the end of the ride, and you're in this dark room. Okay, it's fucking pitch black. You can't see nothing, and then this flash goes off, and it takes a picture of you, like, surprise, motherfucker. Right? And I just happened. It's a pitch black room. You can't see nothing, and at this point, right, I was dying. My gun was fucked. I'm having to hold it with 2 hands just to get the trigger to fucking pull. Right? And just as we entered this dark room where the camera was, yeah, I just happened to be at that precise point, looking directly at the flash. Okay, I didn't know I was looking at it. I couldn't see. I didn't know it was going to be there. But I just happened to be looking directly at the flash where the camera is, right? And it goes off. It goes off, and my eyes are fucked. I can't see, I'm blinded, right? I'm just, oh god, and my head, it felt like my head exploded like 4 times, bro. Just like, oh god, I can't see, right? And we get to the end of the ride, we get off, and I'm staggering. I'm done. We go to get the photograph. And this is the photograph, bruv. It's like, it's got literally me looking directly dead center at the camera with the gumpiest I am dying face. And everyone else is having a great time. Trippy's shooting shit. You know, everyone else looking gangster with the guns. And there's me like trying to pull this fucking trigger. And I was like, I can't see. My brain's blowing up. I'm dying. And that was the photograph. The memory. The thing is, I got the lowest score as well. I got the lowest score because I was half dead. I wasn't feeling well. And my gun was broken. And I'm just like, yeah, you know what? This sums up the whole event pretty much. But it doesn't stop there. Oh, no. No, we've still got to play Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing. So, we've gotten through the day. We've gone on all the rides, or whatever rides we wanted to go on. We've gone back to the hotel, and they've got this sort of water park area that is, you know, like a heated water park. So you can go in there at night, and they've got swimming pools and all that shit. We weren't there to use the swimming pools, okay? We were there to use the bar, get some drinks. And in this heated water park is where they thought would be a good place to set up the game consoles so we can play Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing, right? They put these game cabinets in this heated water park. You don't need to be a genius to know that putting consoles into a humid area with lots of moisture in the air is not good for the consoles. So obviously, half the consoles kept soft locking. And we were just like sitting around like, oh, okay. Never mind. We got a few games in, but for most of the night, I think someone like the Sega tech guy kept coming around to try and fucking restart the consoles and make sure they would work properly. But half the time they kept locking up because of the humidity in that water. It wasn't the best place. I'll be honest, it was not the best place to put the fucking consoles. So everyone else is having fun. There was other games you can do that. There was this giant fucking Connect 4 game there that I remember a few people playing. I had to go on Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing for like 2 minutes. I've still got a headache. I'm still pretty much on the verge of death. That the whole day had absolutely ravaged my brain. I was done. And I just, towards the end, I just remember Trippy sitting in a deck chair and I'm passed out on the floor with my head in her lap and she's massaging my head to try and calm down the migraine. Listen, bruv, let me tell you something, okay? That was the worst migraine I have ever had in my entire life. Like, I remember the pain, okay? I remember how strong it felt, and I was just like, you know what, yeah, this is that karma. You know what, when them karma comes round, yeah, okay. The whole event began with me being a mouthy arsehole, with me being a prick online, blowing up the internet, going, where the fuck are Sumo Digital? Why ain't they coming? Fuck this, being a real rude boy about it, right? And then for the rest of the event, man got fucked. I got ill. I got the lowest score in the fucking haunted house ride. I couldn't play much of Sonic and All-Stars Racing because fucking the consoles kept locking up. And while everyone else at the end was having a fantastic evening, everyone's drinking alcohol, you know, they're having fun, I'm passed out on the floor getting a massage from my girlfriend because my head is literally going to blow up. That's karma. That's karma. You don't want to go to war with Sega because they will bring that voodoo shit right back on your ass. You will catch migraines. You will catch bad luck. And yeah, man. That's the true story. It's funny. It was funny when it happened. I was laughing. I was just like, this is typical. Like, this event, I wanted to come to this event and I get a migraine. I am now passing out. I can't feel my legs. Everything's fuzzy. This is the one time we get to promote Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing and I'm half dead. It's my life, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's my life. But yeah, man, that was a true story about this one time Sega took me to a theme park and a whole bunch of stuff happened. Yo, thanks for checking out this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If I've gotten this video out before Christmas, then I hope you will have a very Merry Christmas. Have a good one. And if I've not gotten this video out before Christmas, then shit, never mind. But before we go, I'm sending a big shout out to all the patrons that keep this thing running. These people are very important and the running of this channel wouldn't be possible without their support. So thank you to the lot of them. And if you want to help out too, then please check the link to my Patreon page in the video description. All support is incredibly appreciated. Thank you. And lastly, if you need to catch me over on Twitter and Instagram too, then I'm there because, you know, why not? And once again, I've been DiGi Valentine. Thanks for your time. Take care. And I'll see you all again real soon.